Okay. Okay, so I just pasted the commands here, right? So you all can see the way it appears. So this is insert mode at the bottom here, if you can see it here, right? Good. So to move out of the insert mode, we press escape, right? Good. So column WQ exclamation and hit enter. Okay, good. So do we execute the script? Do you remember? You type the name of the shell, bash, space, then the name of the script, and hit enter. Okay, sorry guys, the first the recording is done, so I just, okay, bash script, then you hit enter. Did you notice it's executed? Hello, welcome to heaven. This is where you will meet your Lord and Savior. Then it displayed the date. Does that make sense?
Does it mean that my calendar does not have the calendar installed on it? Because I've done it, but it's not playing out the calendar.
Derek,
remember, I told you.
issue.
I told you.
Type sudo apt install ncal. You have to install it.
Now it depends on the
Okay.
version of Kali you're using. I told you most of these versions, they are customized versions that people actually created. So if I have the expertise, right? I say I want to create my own Kali Linux distribution and call it Achievers Kali or Achiever Kali, right? And put it out there for people to use. I can just get a bare metal, create from the scratch. I start installing the applications I want, bundle all of them together. Whenever people try to install it, the apps that I already configured in it are the apps that will be there. Do you understand? So most of the times in some people's distribution, you may not see all the applications you need. So if it's not there, you can always install it. So that's it. All right.
And let's create our own Kali Linux, two of us, and make money.
Guys, let's continue. So far, if you notice, we've been able to run this script, okay? This is the content of the script file, okay? Now, if you notice, it did not run everything that started with this hash sign. Did you notice that? It only started from this point without a hash. Please take note of it. Are we together? Once you introduce the hash sign, you have a comment. Does that make sense to you, please? Okay, now this time around, the last thing I want to create for you.
Oh, repeat it.
This is the login app. Okay, now this login app is something that will just ask you for your name. And if you tell it the name, it will just tell you login successful. All right, now this is how I'm going to create it. So I'm going to create a file called talk. I'll call it login.sh. Together, can you see the file here? Login.what? sh. Good. So let's write our script. vi login.sh. I told you have to to go into insert mode, sorry. Insert mode, sir. We'll do what? Hash. We'll do what? Hash formation. Slash what? Bin slash
bash.
Now see what I'm typing? Echo. I'm going to style it. I'll just say, watch what I'm doing. Welcome. Close it. This is the beginning. And a blank line, echo.
That blank line, is it just to give it a space or what?
If you don't put anything, it will display echo a blank line.
Just like giving a space down demarcation. Okay.
Space, new line rather. Space. So remember I told you should always put a comment. Does that make sense? So
yeah.
So that describes the purpose of your script. So you mustn't put date and time and the rest, but at least put comment that shows what it's doing. So let's just call it login app. Login app. Okay. Let's just test what we have here. WQ. So, bash. Login. What did you see there? Display a blank space and goodbye. Is that true? All right.
Yes.
So let's. I want it to. I want insert mode. I want it to have this asterisk here for the goodbye. Asterisk. Very good. Now, I'll just come here and say, okay, in quote, what is your name? Did you see that? People ask the person what is their name. Now, I want it to be able to capture the name of the person. We use the command. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Good. Now, whatever you read, I want it to store it somewhere. I want it to store it. Do you understand? So
Yeah.
anything that comes after the read is going to be a variable where it's going to store that value. Does that make sense? So I'll call it name. Does that make sense? Good. So I'll come in and say echo
$name.
your name is, so your name is right, but so how do we do it intelligently so that it will capture that name there? Is this
Name.
beautiful? So let's test it. Skip column WQ exclamation bash login shell. Did you notice it's waiting for me to type something?
Yeah, before it's now say goodbye.
Shows you what is your name. So let's say my name is Ima. What did you see there? Your name. What did you see there? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So
Yes.
let's clear the screen. The last thing I want to you guys, then we end it for today, is after it has read the name,
Sorry, but if you didn't add that read Emma, it should just bring out your name is just bring out only Emma, right?
Yes. Now I'm going to continue from here into the class, but I'll just run the script. You have any question in the next class. Now, the reason why it's long is I will not be here for our meeting on Saturday or Friday. I'm supposed to write an exam this week. I crave your indulgence. I hope you guys will need to.
You not be on Saturday.
No, I will not be around this weekend because I That's it. Now, let me just finish this. I'm also going to try and create a video, hopefully, or I'm going to get one and share it with you all. In fact, since I'm going to be sharing this recording, so that's fine. Now, what I want to do is this. What if there's a particular name we are expecting? If your name is not Achiever, it shouldn't write login. So I'll say if. I want to put a condition now. Take note of the condition.
If and only if.
Watch. Now, this is how it's supposed to be. Okay, so that I don't confuse you. This is how it's going to be. Let me write it here. So you can get it. Let me write it here. So if condition is met, do something. Actually, this is supposed to be then. Actually, this is then do something. Then you need to close this. This if here will be closed. When you are done, it should close the if, but it's not going to be if again. It's going to be fi, the opposite of it, fi. I'm going to interpret this on the command, but I just want you to see something. This is what I mean. Assuming is okay. Did you see that? And I'll say if and I'll say condition there is if name is equal to Nkechi. Now, this is not how it's going to be. I just want to put it in a way you can read it, right? Then do something, which is maybe echo welcome. Or let's just put it echo login successful. Did you see that? That's just all I want you to do. But if it is not, I don't want to put else yet for now. I don't want to confuse you with else.
Else do not.
So that I don't confuse you.
Why do we have double is the first two?
So this is a way of, because we use equal
The condition.
we use
To create a variable.
to create a variable. This is anything you put here will save inside there. But when you use double equal to, it's used for equality. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Good, thank you. So now remember, we are not going to be Nkechi literally here. Okay, so now we run this script now and say if that name that it's, remember name here is whatever you're going to type. Did you see the way I did it? Echo what is your name? Then it's going to be waiting. This read is going to be waiting for you to type something. So whatever you enter is going to store it here. Did you see that?
Yeah.
It's right inside name. Now we want to run a script that will now check. What you typed. Now, the way we do it, we put all these things because this is confusing. This is confused by putting a square bracket, right? So that you know that everything you put inside here is just if anything inside here is just do what is here. Does that make sense? All right, good. I know it's a little bit confusing, but if you practice and in the next class, I'll explain it. Okay, so I do this and I do this. I come here and I say then. I'll type do then something. Then I close it. Fi, the opposite of if. That's the if fi. Did you see that? Good. Now let's correct that. Those things I have there. Let's fill in the blank spaces. Okay. If what? Remember that this name, whatever is storing here, makes this name here a variable. Is that true? Good. So I'm going to say if dollar name. Did you see that? Is equal to what? So I want to use in
Emmanuel.
Okay, or let's use Derek. Then you should do it. Echo. You should do something, right? That's what I mean now. Echo. Do something. Should you get echo? Are you confused? Are you confused?
Continue, sir.
When you say whatever is here, then something
You display it.
should do something if that name is equal to, just like your ATM machine. If you slot your ATM machine and it asks you for password, if the password is correct, is it not going to log you in? That's exactly what we are.
Yes.
That's exactly what we are. The name is Derek. Then do something, and echo something is what we want to do. Do you understand? All right. Echo. Login successful. Login successful. You see that? Are we together?
Yeah.
We don't want line anymore.
Yes.
So for now, this is just what we want to do. Let's just see the results. Any questions so far? Any question? I know you need to practice, but any questions so far?
I'm sorry, I didn't want to drop back the class, but we were somewhere before my network went off and I saw us on this playground. And I'm like, when did we get here? When did
This is the same thing, but the square bracket is just the same thing, but neat. You understand? Name is
I
it?
guess I'll wait for the video.
Okay, that's
I'll wait for the recording.
okay. So, but other persons, I hope you all understand this. So I'm going to press what? Escape, column WQ, exclamation, and hit enter. Exclamation. That's right. No, it's login, right? It's a login script. It may fail. Let's see. What is your name? Let's say Derek.
Good.
What did you say there?
Successful.
Login.
Login successful.
So let's change, let's use another name and see what happens. Ima. Did it run?
No.
So did you notice it did not work? So if we want it to do something else, if the name does not matches, we can now use else. But for now, we are going to stop here so I don't confuse you. In the next class, I'm going to repeat this and I'm also going to explain further. Okay?
Please, how do we get the recording?
I am, hopefully my network is reliable. I have some of the records here already. I will try to upload them. I will share with you guys. Okay?
All right, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Does anybody have a question for me? All right. So
Yes, sir. I have a question, sir.
okay, please go ahead.
The question is good night, sir.
All right, thank you.
Good,
So,
good night, everyone.
thank you.
Thank you very much.
So, in the next class,
There is
I encourage
issues here, please. This is
So,
good night.
sir, when next are we
Guys to
meeting?
come
Since
early.
you will not be
To
free
come
Friday
so that
and
we can-
Saturday.
by next week, Monday, please
Monday.
early so that we
Okay.
can
Make I go travel. Thank you.
then alert. Okay. Somebody was saying something.
I was saying it has to be till Monday now, since you're not available this week.
Yes, it will be till Monday. All right, thank you.
Okay, so
Guys.
success in your exam.
Thank you so much.
Chiamaka, Make I block you tomorrow.